Blink Twice, the newest thriller. Let's talk about it.
Blink twice if I'm in danger.
Well, maybe not. Let's not answer that one, right?
Okay, so Blink Twice, the new thriller starring Channing Tatum, is now out on the big screen for you guys to go and check out. And look, this movie, man, straight off the bat, come up with this caption saying that, discretion here. This could trigger some people with certain things that might happen and stuff that's going on in here. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay. What is this movie going to be about? Because looking at the trailers, they looked very interesting. I was very intrigued. I got the vibe of like, okay, this is going to be a sort of a movie where they go to a place and, is it a cult? Is it this? So, you have all these theories running through your mind. Now, after watching the movie, I can say it's a decent movie. It really is. I think it's really good until the end. I'm not a big fan of the ending and how it ended. To me, that kind of just, took away from this movie. But the first part of it and leading up to it, I really, really enjoyed. And what I liked about it is the mystery aspect of everything seems normal and stuff like that. And then you start to feel uncomfortable as you're watching this movie. You start to feel with the characters of this uncomfortability of something doesn't feel right here. This is almost too good to be true. And there's that saying, if it's too good to be true, then it's probably not true. And that's what this whole entire movie feels like as you're watching it. You're sitting there with those characters as you're watching them slowly trying to figure out what is happening, what's going on, why do I feel like this? And that's a credit to the movie, to the directing and the writing there to make you feel like that. Because movies are experiential things. And to experience this uncomfortability while watching it in a good way. It's not like I was, that uncomfortability of you're watching a movie where you're like, oh, I want to get up and leave. No, this was like, I'm putting myself in the position of the characters. And I think they made you connect with the characters really, really well as well. Now, Channing Tatum is fantastic in this role. He's really, really good. He plays this billionaire character really well. And there's this one particular scene towards the end in the final act where Channing Tatum performs at this elite level. And it was just so captivating to see him finally do something like this where he could be in the more dramatic sort of side where it's like a bit more of an unhinged character. And I really, really, truly like that aspect of him. And he was great in here. Majority of the cast, they were all fantastic. I mean, I had no issues with them. I thought they brought the characters to life and really played. There's one particular moment where things start to unravel and come to fruition for the characters now. And we start to understand what is actually going on in this movie, what is really behind the scenes. And the performances to come across with the expressions of uncomfortability, knowledge of what's happening, trying to fake it, all in the one motion, while also trying to not let anger and hatred take over. Those performances were really good. Because to mask all four in one go is not an easy feat to do. But they did it really, really well. And you could feel the awkwardness of their character. And then to that, you could see the other characters start to feel that as well. And I thought that contrast was fantastic throughout the film. Really, really like that. Location was fantastic. Like, this is a gorgeous looking film. Like, where they shot it on this island thingy, it really was. It felt secluded. It felt like, okay, this is one of those moments where it's like, there's nowhere to go. There's no one's coming to help you. So if something happens, it's GG's for you. That's what it is. So the story itself is a very interesting story. Nice ideas and concepts, freaky stuff, uncomfortability stuff, and some pretty graphic stuff that happens in this movie as well. That's why they come up with the discrete thing, because there is some stuff in here. And it kind of can relate to real life, because I'm pretty sure things like this does happen. And, it tackles certain themes throughout this film that we are starting to come accustomed to in reality that does happen to people as well. So you're getting that awareness in as well from that stuff, from that standpoint. So that was all great. Now, as for the ending itself, I really wish I liked the ending more. I don't know how I feel about the ending of the film. Like I said, because the first 2 acts, really enjoyed that whole mystery, trying to figure out what's going on when things are happening, trying to piece together why this is happening, what is the cause, what's going on. And then as things start to come unravel, you're like, oh, okay, this is cool. And then there's a twist in here that comes in. And I was kind of like, huh, okay. Okay, I can get on board with that. I guess I can get on board with that. Okay, that's fine. And then it comes to the end. And I don't know how I feel, because I don't know how to describe it without spoiling the ending for you. Like, if you've seen the movie, you might understand what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say it without giving away any spoilers to the ending of this film. But I just felt like it was a bit of a cop-out ending. And how it happened, I was kind of like, okay. That's kind of strange, I guess. And, like, there's no questions or anything like that asked about. Like, this just happened. I was kind of like, okay, then I guess we're doing this. And then there's so many unanswered questions of what happens from the island to the next part. And you're kind of like, so how's all this happened? What's happened here and that? So they kind of brush over a lot of things, and you kind of just meant to believe that this is now what's happening, which is kind of annoying. It just felt like I said, it felt like a cop-out ending, which was a shame, because right up until the ending, I was actually enjoying the film. And then that ending kind of puts the sour taste in my mouth, where I'm like, it's decent, but it could have been really good if they just fixed that ending. So for me, Blink Twice, I thought it was a decent film. It has some good moments. I think there's going to be some people that are going to love this, like really like this film. I know there's going to be some people that are going to be uncomfortable with watching it because of the content and stuff that's in it, and some of the themes in that. But overall, I think it was a decent film. So yeah, outside the ending, it worked for me. So let me know what you guys thought of Blink Twice. Did you guys enjoy it? Smash it down in the comment section below. Smash that like button for me, and click subscribe as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.